shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. Nope.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Turned away on fourth and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down now, it's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it second down and 11. Stafford. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Aqib Talib. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Running right, here's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4.
93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
555. Right here. Bang, 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 bang.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
42.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And Woods has it complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Henry on the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, Henry. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this one is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Got an open man. It's Devin Hester.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Henry. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
This is 14. Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Play action. Stafford looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Williams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that one makes it 14-7.
This is 14. Bengals 7.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. To throw on 3rd down, Henry. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 4th down, Henry. That'll be caught. It's Hester. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to it and kept him short of a 1st down.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Dig in, let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fittings, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC, and that was her first, disgusting.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The first carry now for Ricky Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On fourth down, Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Darrell Henderson punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals 7, Bengals nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ricky Williams, 77 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They fake the give. Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. The big fella. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Newton. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.